Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is James, aka TheComicRaider, and we are back with a InStockTrades unboxing. I got a couple Omnibus in here, so I am very excited to check these out. So let's go ahead and get into it. That is right here. So I had a birthday a few weeks ago, and I was fortunate enough to get some money for my birthday. So I treated myself to a couple of Omnibus that I am very, very excited to check out. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We've got the first one right here. Let me put away a good old receipt. As always, I do like the packaging. Packaging has changed over the years, but you've got, some bubbles and some cardboard little cutouts to kind of keep it intact. So, first one right off the bat, let's get into it. Boom. The Nightwing by Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo Omnibus Volume 1. And I love the design of it. You can kind of see that little reflection there. In person, basically it is a lot of black, and then there's like a very dark navy blue, and then you get you can kind of see it. I know that glare is crazy, but yeah, so there you go. So like you got the black with some navy blue, and then you have the little shiny blue parts. So this is really cool. Let's go ahead and unwrap it. So I am super excited for this one. I did not read this run. I have heard a ton of great things about it, and that makes me very excited to check this out and then wait for Omnibus Volume 2. And so this is gonna be, I've been doing trying to read a trade every week, an Omnibus a month. I've discussed this on one of my previous videos, so that's kind of like my goal. So I have been able to knock out these trades. I'm staying on goal, which I'm very excited about. And I am about to finish my first Omnibus for this time frame, this goal. So also very excited for that. So that means I need a new Omnibus to jump into. I have a ton. I even have ones that I've already started to read. But again, I'm so excited for this, and I've heard so many good things about it that this one is instantly jumping to the next up. So I will be reading this starting tomorrow, most likely. There is the back of it, kind of like the same style as the front. You get a list of all the Eisner Awards that this thing won there at the top, and then obviously the little description of the story. This says that it collects Nightwing 78 through 96, Nightwing 2021 Annual number 1, and Superman Son of Kal-El number 9, along with brand new introduction by Taylor and extensive art gallery and commentary by Redondo. So let's go ahead and take the dust jacket off. I have avoided looking. So I've seen some people post it. Oh, that's even more foil on the inside right there. Him and Batgirl, that is dope. I like that. I like that foil background. That's really cool. So, yeah, that's the inside. So, I saw pictures of, like, this. I don't think that I saw pictures of the book. It's, like, without the dust jacket. Just seeing the back of it is insane, but this is such a beautiful book. That is just, I love that. It's so simple. It's the city, skyline. Dick Grayson, very small there, Nightwing, but just perfect. I love that. There's the spine there. So yeah, I am very excited to check this out. Again, this is immediately entering spot number 1 on next to read, and the other book that's in this box is number 2 that I'm bumping both of these up right away. So there's some of the art. Again, I've never read this run. I've never seen the art myself. I did just kind of stretch the spine a little bit. That's what I was doing right now. So yeah, very excited for this. Very excited for the other book that is in here as well. So I am, and you know, it's a smaller book as well, right? So should be an easier to finish omnibus. I see Red Hood right there. I see Batman. That's awesome. So very excited for this. Oh, we got some Robins right there. Okay, I like this. So yeah, really excited for that omnibus. And now we're gonna go ahead and get into the other one. And then hopefully I'll be able to have a review here of both of these for you guys soon. Oh, that one's a little tougher. This one does not want to come out. Alright, so this is a lot bigger one than that Nightwing, but that's okay. This is Superman, the Triangle Era Omnibus Volume 1. Amazing cover. Just beautiful. Love that. That is the back there. The Triangle Era begins. And then there is your spine. This spine is also beautiful. This is going to look so sick in the bookshelf. That is such a good one. Definitely like jumps out at you for sure. So yeah, I'm looking at some of the other ones right here. I mean, this is definitely going to stand out on the shelf for sure. This is great. So, okay, let's go ahead and open this one up. I have not read, I'm going to assume all of this. I don't think that this covers like anything from Death of Superman type stuff. So if that's the case, then this is all going to be fresh material for me, but I'm very excited. I'm forgetting your name. Hopefully you watched this, but I had a great conversation on one of my videos the other day with someone who was giving me a lot of feedback on like great Superman reads to get and storylines and stuff, and I had mentioned that, you know, I was getting this omnibus, and they recommended it as well. So shout out to you. Thank you for the conversation. That was great. And so now I finally have, this is a beast. This is a big one. Let's see. The Man of Steel soared to new storytelling heights during the infamous Triangle Era, connected by the minds of Superman group editor Mike Carlin and the creative dream team of Dan Jurgens, Louis Simonson, Roger Stern, and Jerry Ordway. This additional numbering sequence on each of the 3, later 4 Superman titles aided readers in following the monthly escapades. I did like that. Mishaps and drama unfolding in Superman Action Comics, Adventures of Superman, and Superman the Man of Steel. This combined introduced some of the Superman's most earth-shattering storylines that would go on to define the Superman mythos for decades to come. This inaugural volume kicks off with the prelude storyline Crisis of the Crimson Kryptonite before launching into the first official Triangle story arcs Time and Time Again, Red Glass, Blackout, and more. Collect Superman 49 through 63, Starman 28, Adventures of Superman 472 to 486, and Action Comics 659 to 673, and Superman the Man of Steel 1 through 8, and features brand new introduction from Mike Carlin. That is a lot of books there. Sorry, I probably should have held it like this as I was reading it, because I think all you saw was some non-focus stuff. Totally my bad. That is a lot of books in here, but that is awesome. So let's go ahead and take this dust jacket off. I can already tell you right now, not as cool as the Nightwing one, but that's okay. So very simplistic front, very boring back, and that is cool. It's a different pose, and then in white as compared, you know, obviously the dust jacket had the blue and everything, but very simplistic. That's okay. So yeah, this is, as I just said, this is a lot of storyline in here, or a lot of like issues in here, but that's very exciting, especially the Man of Steel part. That one is always highly, highly recommended. So I like that that is included in here for sure. And I do love this era. I love the art. You know, I haven't read a ton of it, but I do have some of it in my collection. You know, I've dabbled here and there. And again, as I said, I did read, you know, the whole death of Superman and that kind of stuff. So, I really do. I mean, I'm trying to stretch the spine here, but we'll go ahead and get into this a bit. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. Let's show off. I want to do like a cover here. There we go. So, Adventures of Superman starts off with this era. This is what we're reading here. That's the Crimson Kryptonite that they were talking about. There's the Starman issue. We got some Guy Gardner and Superman. Very cool. Guy Gardner with that bowl cut. Gotta love that. There's your triangle. Superman. This is awesome. So yeah, I love the artwork. I love the covers of this era of Superman. I also love the artwork of this era. It is just incredible. I love how they draw Superman. I just love all of this. So I am very, very excited to get into this and read all these, because all these storylines in their entirety is definitely going to be new to me. Again, if I have read some of these issues here and there, I definitely have not read like these storylines through and through. So I am really excited about that. And this is going to be awesome. This is going to be a really, really, really good time here. I'm just trying to find like some cool covers or panels without spoiling too much here. But, I mean, there's some stuff going down right there. That's for damn sure. See, I'll forget about this by the time I read it. But, Booster Gold. Getting messed up. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. Oh, man, all the Justice League is getting messed up. Damn. Yeah. I love this. I love this. So, very excited to check out both of these. Expand my Superman knowledge. I am a big Superman fan. My dad was a huge Superman fan, so I've always been a fan of the character. But I am admittedly, a lot of my reading for Superman has revolved around the death of Hunter Prey, which I've done a review on. And then a bunch of like stuff with him and Darkseid. That's where most of my Superman reading comes from, and of course like group stories. But this is gonna be a nice introduction to a great era of the Man of Steel, and I am loving it. So I am trying to get to the Man of Steel part because I am very excited about that. I did not know that was in here. So I'll show you one of those covers, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, it's mixed. Okay. Yeah. So obviously, okay. It's all mixed around because it puts it in order. So that makes sense. But yeah, very excited to check this out. Let me know what you think about this era. I want to find this book now with the movie reels and the atomic skull. I love that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on these Omnibus, and have you picked them up? Have you read them? What are your thoughts on them? The cool thing is, like I said, I'm going to move these to the top of the reading pile, so hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys a review on them shortly, and especially the Nightwing one. I'll have a trade review dropping this weekend. I'm trying to keep those every week, and then if I can throw in an Omnibus one, great. And so I will be finishing up. I'll go ahead and tell you it's going to be Batman Adventures. So the cartoon animated series brought to comic books. There is an omnibus for that. I have that omnibus. I am like 95% done. I have like 3 more issues to finish, and then I'm done. And that was a pretty big one too, but it is an easy read, admittedly so. But we're going to dive into that shortly, and then I will be able to start this beautiful, beautiful book right here. So that's it for now. Until next time, I appreciate you guys watching. Again, let me know what you think below, and thanks for the love and support. And feel free to shoot recommendations and thoughts and all that in the comments. I'm gonna have to come up with a term for it. I'm a retired reader who's now back. You know, I'm back on the wagon. You know, I read a lot. I then stopped reading for a few years. Now I'm getting back on my stuff, and it's been a lot of fun. So I've missed a lot in the time that I took off. So we'll be diving into all this stuff. So make sure you stay tuned. Again, love and appreciate you all. Comic Raider is out, baby. Deuces.